Hi. So as I mentioned in one of my videos, you've either seen it or you will see it. I want to be more than just a college blog, and there's more to life than college. So let's have some fun. So today, what I consider to be fun is talking about Disney movies. And even though I'm wearing a Marvel shirt, can't see it unless you look at the back. That's another story for another day. Because when I think Disney movies, I think, as I hope you think, animated films, movies like Tangled, Frozen, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, all that jazz. But today, I want to focus on more than just my favorites and the classics. I want to focus on the classically underrated Disney films. Let me know if you agree or not, but this list that's coming your way, there's some of my favorites. So today on the list, the first movie of the three I'll be talking about is one that I love. It's probably also one that a lot of other people, for underrated, it's not like, I've never heard of this. It's, oh yes, I think I know that. And so, drumroll, Enchanted. Not only is it a delightful film that it's really sweet, it's really funny, it's also has so many like Disney references embedded within it. Like if you saw the 1997 Cinderella, there's a scene that just screams 1997 Cinderella. That's the one with Brandy and Whoopi Goldberg and Whitney Houston. It's also very funny, as I said before. It takes place in New York. It's like if you took a typical princess and threw her into the modern day world. How would that work? It's hilarious and it's different. I love it. And I hope that if you're able to see it anytime soon, that you do so. So the next movie on my list, well, I love both the original and the sequel that follows so much that I'm going to include them both in this. But technically, if you're going to choose one or the other, actually no, don't make me decide. This is too difficult. Anyway, so the next movie is actually The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under. I love both so much, and I find that when I bring them up, most people are like, is that movie, animated movie from way back when? And it's just, yeah. But I love it. The first movie because it's a lesson and a story to remind us that we can rescue ourselves from horrible situations. That, yes, sometimes we need to rely on other people, but we can get out of really, really bad places. Let's just put it like that. And the second one is fantastic because, like the first one, finding courage within yourself, it's a similar note, but it takes place down under in Australia. And there's a beautiful story about just letting nature be enjoyable. Not just hunting things, not just tearing the world apart, but actually just letting the birds of the world fly and just enjoying nature for what it is. So it's definitely on the lists. Both of them are on the list for all-time favorites. And last but never least, because it's actually probably an all-time favorite movie, most likely my favorite villain song, The Great Mouse Detective. For those of you who know that I studied abroad in London, that shouldn't really surprise you that this is my favorite movie, but for those of you who don't know me, basically it's like if Sherlock Holmes met mice. And it's great. And it's so adult for a children's movie. Like, this is the only, well, I can't share the plot, because if you haven't seen it, then that ruins it. But I will say that this was the first animated film to include a CGI scene within the animation. And if you watch it, you will know which scene in the film has the CGI. And also, just a heads up, the first 5 minutes, if you're a little kid, or if you're used to Disney being happy and da-da-da, the first 5 minutes can be a little like, oh my god. So, I'm sure you'll be fine, but I figure I should give a heads up, just in case. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My 3, what I find underrated films that are also favorites, that are also Disney films. I would say that honorable mentions would have to go to The Emperor's New Groove, though doesn't seem quite as underrated as it used to. The Black Cauldron, though I haven't seen it in a long time, I remember loving that movie, and I also know when I bring it up, most people I talk to are like, it's about a cauldron that was black? And even though I don't necessarily consider this a Disney film, I believe the rights are now owned by Disney, so Anastasia. Because that is one sweet, dark, but very sweet film that is underrated. Even though there's a musical now. So if you have your own list, or you have suggestions, or anything, feel free to leave a comment. I love talking Disney. And if you want to see more lists like this, if you want to get a different perspective in these regards, feel free to let me know. Hit the like button if you liked this. Hit the subscribe button only if you want to. In any case, I hope you have a great day.